Yep.
How's it going? Your thoughts on what you've just seen? Your thoughts on the weigh-in?
Yeah, no, all the fighters look good, great shape. Main event, like I said, I'm backing my man Beterbiev. I think they both look on job, but I feel like I said, down the stretch, I feel like his physicality and his strength and power is going to play a massive part in it.
You were telling me inside that you've got a bit of a relationship with Beterbiev at the moment. Yeah. Tell me a bit about that.
Do you know what it was on the 5 versus 5, the first one on the press conference? We had His Excellency does a dinner. So I was all at the dinner and I see him, I sat down with him, just wanted to pick his brains, spoke to him for about 2 hours, got about 5 words out of him, but then 5 words, it was good, and it took a liking to me, and he's almost like an older brother figure to me, do you know what I mean? Whenever I see him, he's not on socials much, so I don't really chat to him on socials, but whenever I see him, it's like nothing but love, so yeah, he's got my full support and full backing.
You think he's going to get the knockout tomorrow?
Yep, I don't see why not, but I think if he is going to get it, it's going to be later on. I feel like he's got to weather the storm a little bit, find Bivol's pattern, and once he does that, he'll take over.
And I'm going to have to ask you about the event today, what happened today, Chris Eubank and Conor Benn. Yeah. What did you make of that?
It was expected to happen. Listen, Conor's a good mate of mine, and he's a hothead as well. Do you know what I mean? He's a hothead. So I don't blame him. Listen, Chris Eubank, the way he walks around with all that arrogance, I don't blame him. If I was a hothead as well, I'd do the same thing, but I'm a much cooler character. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, hopefully myself or Conor gets the opportunity to go in there and smash him up.
And Chris Eubank, I know you want to fight him, but it looks like it might not be next. Is it Janibek next?
Janibek or Carlos Adames. I think that's been ordered as well by them for the mandatory. So either or, whatever Frank Warren and the team say, let's get it cracking, and it's time for Hamza Shiraz to win a world title, inshallah.
Hamza, good luck. I want to see it. I want to see it soon.
You will, don't worry.
My boy, good to see you. Right, who do we have next? We've got Liam Smith. Liam, how's it going? What did you make of the weigh-in?
Good, just probably a bit of a nuisance for all the fights who've weighed in, but got to be done obviously for the fans. So, it's finished now, and we look forward to a show tomorrow night.
I know you were meant to be on the last Riyadh season. Are you looking to get on a Riyadh season soon? What do you make of the whole Riyadh season thing? Do you like the event?
Yeah, fingers crossed. I'd love to be on a Riyadh season show again, because you only have to look at the Wembley show. Here now, what we've got. I pray I get on one again, but if I don't, then I have to make my own tracks and see what's next.
And everyone's divided on the main event. What's your take?
Yeah, it's a top fight. Either winning, I wouldn't be surprised, but I think Beterbiev wins, but I won't be. I'm not. It's not one of them. If Bivol wins, I'm not going to be embarrassed to pick him Beterbiev. It's that close a fight.
And would you like to fight Josh Kelly? I know that's the one that you wanted. What did you make of his performance, and would you like that fight?
I'd like any fight. Any fight where I'm fit and ready. Any fight. What do I make of his performance? Probably the same as what you made of it. He didn't set the world alight. We had Ishmael Davis on 6 days' notice, and ran on his back foot for 6 rounds, 7 rounds. So yeah, I didn't make much of the performance. Josh is a good lad and a talented fighter, but performance-wise, I didn't make much of it.
Liam, we hope to see you back in there soon. Best of luck to you. Cheers, mate. Thank you. Right, we're at the Beterbiev-Bivol weigh-in. We're looking for who we can find to interview. There's some big names out here. I've got my producer, Sam, looking for someone to interview. Security right now, they're being a bit of a nuisance. They're not letting us through, but we're going to find some big names. It's just about finding them. We've seen Dennis McCann here today. I think Nick Ball's here today. One I really want to get is Michael Buffer. I'd love to get him. My boy Sam's, he's got us through. Let's go. So who can we find? There's definitely going to be some big names. Amir Khan, how you doing? What did you make of the weigh-in? What did you make of the face-off?
The weigh-in was amazing. And the buzz here was good. It's been a long time when we've had a fight with 2 undefeated fighters. You don't know who to pick, You've got Beterbiev, who's the hard-hitting, where you got Bivol, who's a great boxer. Obviously, I've got my money on Bivol in this fight. A lot of people are saying, nah, Beterbiev's power is just too much, but I don't know. I think Bivol, in my opinion, will box him, keep away from the big shots and not stand there with him. But it's going to be a good fight no matter what. The whole card is amazing, and it's great to be here in Saudi Arabia.
And just Riyadh season as a whole, I know you fought on some massive events. Would you have loved to fight on a Riyadh season card yourself?
You know what, I fought in the Jeddah season against Billy Div, and that was a couple of years ago, and that was a full sellout. And yeah, it would have been amazing to have who knows? I might make a comeback one day. There's always talks about Manny.
We'd love to see it. We'd love to.
There's always talks about Manny Pacquiao saying that he wants to fight again, and he keeps calling my name out as well. But look, let's see what happens. But at the same time, look, I think what Saudi Arabia is doing in boxing, promoting the sport of boxing, is brilliant. Honestly, what Turkey Sheikh's done is awesome. So it's just great to be here and enjoy it as a fan. You get me?
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah.
That's a Queensberry exclusive. We might see Amir Khan and Manny Pacquiao soon enough. Is that right?
I think that's the only dancing partner that will probably motivate me and lift me up to get back in the gym and train hard.
And
and Manny's interested in doing it. I kind of hear from his team, and at the same time, yeah, I'd take it. I mean, why not? You know, let's see.
I'd watch it. And just a quick word on Fraser Clark and Fabio Wardley, two British heavyweights.
Yeah, good fight. I mean, both of them, I just saw them when they were walking in. I think it's a 50-50 fight. It's a hard one to call. Honestly, both fights are at the top of the game. And it's a hard one to call, that one. But it's going to be a good one to watch. Everyone will be on the edge of the seats. You see what happened last time, so let's see.
Amir, thank you for talking to us. I hope to see that Manny Pacquiao fight soon. Right, who do we have next? Sam's pulling some strings. That was a Queensberry exclusive. Wow, it's very loud, but we'll see what we can get. We're coming up onto stage now, but that was a Queensberry exclusive. Amir Khan potentially coming back against Manny Pacquiao. That would be amazing to see. So we've got the legendary Michael Buffer here. So Michael, where does Riyadh season rank in some of the events that you've been an announcer on?
You know, for a boxing fan, it's like a Super Bowl every month. I mean, this is really unbelievable. Right now, this undisputed light heavyweight title is the first time in a quarter of a century that we had an undisputed fighter at 175 pounds. That was Roy Jones Jr. And then a few months ago, Lennox Lewis, 20 plus years ago, was undisputed champion. And, you know, we've been waiting since then, you know, to see another undisputed heavyweight champion when we had Fury and Usyk a few months back. So it's just amazing. It's a fight fan's dream, I'll tell you that.
Absolutely. I'm just in disbelief at some of the fights they're putting on for that main event. What is your prediction? Who are you leaning towards?
I never make predictions, but I will make a prediction for this fight. Pain. That's all I'm going to say.
I think that's guaranteed.
Rocky movie, right? Okay. But how can you make a pick? It's a boxer versus the slugger. It's a fight fan's dream, and I think millions of people are going to want to see this fight.
And the first female fight on Riyadh season, Raven Chapman and Sky Nicholson. How good is that to see?
I'm really glad to see that. It's very progressive, and the two fighters, first of all, they look like they're movie stars. They're such great-looking young ladies. That's going to be very exciting. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Michael, you're a legend. Great to speak to you. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Let's see who we can get. Let's get back onto the floor, Sam. Let's get back onto the floor. Right, we're getting Teddy Atlas. What an interview this is. Teddy, how are you, sir? Good. Very nice to see you. What did you make of the weigh-in? Do you ever read too much into weigh-ins? Do you think you can tell anything from a weigh-in?
Sometimes you can. You know, sometimes you can. Probably not with these guys. You know, these guys are two rocks. Rocks don't show a lot, you know. And look, you always want to see who looks away first. I always call it, there's three battles before a fight. There's the weigh-in, that's a fight. And then there's the stare down, and then there's the actual fight. You know, the stare down is the psychological battle. No doubt about that. I've seen some people be beaten at the weigh-in. You know, beaten before the fight. Beaten in a locker room. But not these guys. These guys, the reason they're here isn't just because of their physical skills. It's because how together they are mentally, how strong they are mentally. And they all both of them come from, I think this has been overlooked, but both of them come from the regions of the world where that kind of tough behavior is kind of bred. You know, it's kind of insisted on. It's indoctrinated in you. There's a code to being a warrior in those areas. And they both have that code. They go about it differently. One goes and destroys you and leaves you in a heap. And the other one boxes your ears off. You know, so they go about it differently. But don't ever make the mistake of not thinking that Bevo goes by that code too. And at the end of the day, I think that if he wins, which I'm picking him to win, but I have ultimate respect for both. And it's a hard pick. But ultimately, I'm picking him if he does win. It's because of the mental part. I know he's got the skills to do what he has to do, but many people, 20 people before him, had the skills to do what they were supposed to do. They didn't do it. They got evaporated by the pressure, the steady, constant pressure of the boogeyman. So to be able to, you have to have the skills, Beaver has them, but you have to be able to mentally stay in that furnace without getting evaporated. I think that he has the mental wherewithal, the mental toughness, the mental durability to be able to do it. Otherwise, I wouldn't pick him. All his skills, everything.
So you're going for?
I'm going to pick people because of that. And I also think there's a couple X factors. I think that the one fighter that has never lost in I don't know how many centuries it's been, but it's a guy named Father Time. So you never know when he's going to show up. Talk about the boogeyman, he's a boogeyman. You know,
that's a good point that not many people have been making.
No, you just don't know when he's going to show up. And, you know, Better Beaver is terrific. I have nothing but respect for the man. But he is almost 40. And he had a lot of amateur fights, 300. You know, so sooner or later it shows up. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or it's not going to be tomorrow. But one other, I think, X factor that goes along with, you know, being close to 40. He has a lot of scar tissue, Better Beaver. Nobody's talked about that, where, you know, he's gotten cut a lot. You know, the skin gets a little more brittle when you get older, and the scar tissue can be opened up again, or around it at least, because the areas around the scar tissue become weaker. So does that become a factor? You know, Beaver's the kind of fighter that he can throw those, he can slice and dice. You know, throw those kind of quick combinations that can cut you up a little bit. So does that come into play? And then the last thing I think that comes in play besides the two fighters is the ref. Are we going to have the right ref? Is it going to be a good ref? Is it going to be a ref that's going to allow Better Beaver, you know, to do whatever he wants on the inside and fight and find a way on it? Or is it going to be a referee that's more inclined to favor a style like Beaver and break him right away and not let him do what Better Beaver likes to do on the inside, which is bang the body and anything else he can touch?
Teddy, thank you for your take. An absolute expert at Riyadh season. Thank you so much for your take.
My pleasure.
Thank you. Oh, almost fell over there, but wow, another legend of the game in Teddy Atlas. Just some huge stars just at the weigh-in. So on the actual fight night, who knows who we're going to see. Let's see who we're going to find now. There's plenty more to come, plenty more people to interview in the building. We've got Dennis McCann. Dennis, how are you, my friend? Back in Saudi, how are you feeling?
Yeah, really good. Just soaking it all up, you know. My time is the 21st of December, so just getting used to the environment and making Saudi my home.
What have you made of the event as a whole? What have you made of Riyadh season?
I think it's absolutely fantastic. Yeah, it's just unbelievable. No stone was left unturned with the setup and that. That's a big thanks to Turkey Al Sheikh. It's unbelievable what he's done, to be fair.
Who are you picking for the main event?
It's a very, very hard fight. As I said, Better Beaver is 39 years old now, but he's like fine wine. He's getting better with age, isn't he? But I'm going to favour Dimitri Bivol because I really like him, the way he conducts himself and that. So it's a hard fight. I want to sit the fence. You're forcing me into this, but I'm going to go with Bivol points.
It's a very hard one, and you're, like you mentioned, you're fighting on that Fury Usyk undercard. How good is it to be? I saw you speaking to Fury the other day in the Liverpool show. How good is it to be fighting on his undercard? How excited are you?
I'm just very, very grateful. As I said, he's been an idol to me since I'm a kid, you know. I'm very, very grateful to my promoter, the best in the business, Frank Warren, my manager, Spencer Brown, for making it happen. Also Jamie Ingram as well. Yeah, I'm just very, very grateful, to be fair with you. So great to have this opportunity. I'm going to take it with both hands.
Thank you, Dennis. Very nice to chat to you. Good luck. We've got Nick Ball here. Nick Ball, fresh off your first title defence.
Yeah.
How are you feeling?
Feeling good, yeah. Good to actually be here and sound weird, not fight. Good to just sit back and yeah, take everything in and be watching for once, yeah. Because every time I've been here, I've been fighting and focused, so you don't actually get to sit back and have a little look because you're that focused on the fight. But this is good to just sit back and enjoy it because it's a special show, innit?
It must be a very different experience for you. We're literally under a week since your first title defence. What are your thoughts on the fight? What are your thoughts in the aftermath of the fight?
Yeah, just things that I can improve on and things like that. There's always room for improvement and learning. So after the fight, we watched it back with the lads in the gym and Paul and Ant, and yeah, we picked out a few things, and then moving forward, it's something that we'd pick up on and chop and change. Yeah.
He was a real tough competitor. Do you think those kind of fights are just going to keep make you war ready and make you an even better fighter?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, because as you said, he was tough, and you know, he got knocked down, got back up. So all little tiny little things. It's all good experience moving forward, and it's another fight at the end of the day, innit? So yeah, it just adds on, keeps on adding on. So yes, Ralph, yeah, keeps on adding on. So it's good.
And Nick, you're on top of the world. I'm happy for you, man. It's good to see. Who are you after next? Like, we've been hearing talks of Inoue in previous interviews. Is that something you're thinking about next?
Yeah, anyone really. Well, when I say anyone that they're mentioning, so the likes of Inoue, the likes of Vargas, you know, they're mentioning him. Everyone who we see, even in the street and that, who really don't even like boxing, they're saying to me, that Mexican, he robbed you, that belt should be yours. So that one would be a nice one to get, and right the wrong with that, because it's a draw. No one really likes a draw, and I should really have that belt. So I want to get that belt, and then unify and then go from there, and then the Inoue one would be good as well.
And just your thoughts on the Undisputed Showdown. I know that's something you want to do one day. What's your thoughts on this Undisputed Showdown today?
This is massive. This is a massive fight, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It's gonna be an exciting one. This, but I'm back in better be ever, I think, for this one. Yeah,
I think you two have pretty similar styles, to be honest.
Yeah, that's it. I like the way he carries himself. He's no messing, and comes forward and looks to get the job done, and in style, and he's all action, isn't he?
And 2025, could we see Nick Bull undisputed? Could we see that?
Yeah, who knows what the future holds, but from my end, 100% you could see that. But yeah, just down to my team. But I feel like I've got I don't feel like, I know I've got the best team in boxing, and the best promotion, Queensberry Promotions, and best promoter, Frank Warren, in the game. So he's the man that can make it happen.
Nick, it's great to see you, and we hope to see you back out here soon. Man. Top man. Thank you, Nick. Right, that was Nick Bull, that was Dennis McCann. We've had some great interviewees so far. Who have we got next? We've got Ishmail Davis here. Ishmael, how you doing?
I'm good, thank you.
Just your prediction for the main event. Beterbiev, simple as that. You're not even on the fence at all.
Nah, I'm not. Listen, I went to Canada for 3 weeks with Lyndon Arthur. He was sparring him. I think it was a couple of years ago now, and I've never seen anyone train like him. He's a beast. So my predictions, Beterbiev.
Have you ever tried the press-up thing he does, where he does the press-ups onto his wrist? Do you think you could do it?
Nah.
You're one of the toughest men in boxing. If anyone can do it, you know what I mean?
I've not tried it, but I want to do it. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna give it a go.
And how are you feeling? It was just a couple of weeks ago that you were out in Wembley. How are you feeling in the aftermath of that fight?
I'm feeling good, man. It is what it is, isn't it? Like, I'm in this game to show people you can take the chances and get in there. If it don't go in your favour, you get back to the gym and come again. And that's just, listen, I was gutted at the time because I know I can beat Josh Kelly, and I know with a proper camp I'll beat him. But, you know, hats off to him. He did what he needed to do. And one day, hopefully we get a rematch. I
think it's absolute props to you for taking that fight on such short notice. And I've got no doubt we're going to see you out soon against some good opposition. Is there anyone you're looking at next?
Listen, I'll fight anyone, me. I want to fight the best in the division, so I'd love to obviously have a rematch with him. I'd fight Kevin Aguiarco. I want to fight the winner out of Sam Gilly and Louis Green for the British. There's loads of names, man. There's loads of names.
Just a word on Fraser Clark versus Fabio Wardley, a British heavyweight matchup. How do you see that one going? It was a very close first fight.
Listen, that is a fight I'm on the fence for. I know Fabio. I know Fraser, but I've got mutual friends with Fabio, so I'm on the fence, man. I'm on the fence. The last one was a banger, and this one's definitely going to be a banger.
Ishmael, it's great to speak to you. I'm sure we'll see you out soon. Top man, thank you. This has been Queensberry Promotions at the Batevia versus Bivol weigh-in. We've had some absolutely amazing interviewees. Teddy Atlas, Dennis McCann, Nick Ball. We've had all the stars. But now it's time to fight the Undisputed Showdown tomorrow. Don't miss it.